What's up, everyone? We'd like to welcome you back to Week 5 in the SFL. It's a big week this week. And as usual, we're going to break down last week's matchups. We'll talk about some of the waiver picks that we saw. And then we'll move on and talk about next week's matchups. There's a lot of big-time playoff implications, big-time matchups coming up. And so we'll start it off on SFL Live right now. And yeah, well, I'd like to introduce thank Billy for showing up tonight. What's up, Billy?
Why can't I see me?
Megatron Man back in the house.
I can't see me.
Big Jay's back in the house as well. What's up, Jay? Thanks for coming back and being a part of it. Pierre, as usual, from the producer's booth.
Back, baby.
My man B P is back in the house, and then we got a new guy, a new man. Tony
what
B.
up? What up?
Yeah, Tony P hit me up.
Hey, just hit me up, yo. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, whatever that means.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, so we'll get right into it. We'll start talking about what happened this last week.
Yeah, so I mean, I know there was a lot of talk about something that was going on. It was the talk of the day, at Buffalo Wild Wings. Everyone was talking about it. One of the biggest things in the SFL in a long time, and we all know what it is. Why does Jamil still have Adrian Peterson on his roster?
Why?
It's a great question. All right. So we broke it down. I looked at the matchups, and when we predicted from last week, Pierre ended up being 4-1 in predictions. Billy was 4-1, continues his great success as far as being able to pick these matchups. And then Jay and me both went 3-2. So over 500, so that's good, man.
Can't complain.
So maybe we'll just start off with Lou versus myself. It's the first one up there for me. So you guys want to talk about that one off the bat?
Yeah, let's pull it up. You fucked them up, dude.
You went off, man. Your team is just beautiful.
Blowout.
Second biggest blowout. It's still a pretty big blowout, though, man.
Ryan's been just blowing people out. It looks like last year all over again.
Le'Veon Bell, first game back, and he produced.
Yeah, he looked good.
Ben Roethlisberger with 40. You know what? They were up like 4 touchdowns, and he was still trying to get another touchdown in the air.
I got a boner.
Third quarter.
Game.
It's pretty sweet seeing him back.
Had to game acclimated.
Jordan Reed, yeah. Every time I watched that Washington game, Jordan Reed had his hands on.
I was just kind of bring that up. I was like, Ryan, you had to be pleased to finally see that out of Jordan Reed. He hadn't really done much this season, and he just was on fire last game.
Been waiting for it. I saw him. He torched me last year in the finals, so I appreciate that, Jordan.
Sorry, my guy just scored a touchdown for this week already. So
all right, we're doing a live video here in the Cardinals and 49ers game is going on, so there may be some interjections as we do it. But me, Pierre, and Billy all chose myself to win. Jay picked Lou to win this one.
Not a good call.
Yeah. What's the next?
Next one we can look at is let's go Pierre, man. You're here. We'll go Pierre and Carrie.
All right.
This was my Flutie Magic prediction of the week, and I'm 0 for 3 now. So I'm getting closer, though. I'm getting closer.
Was I supposed to lose this one? You said I was gonna lose.
I said you were, because
I don't remember. Oh, you're so wrong.
I know Billy and Jay and you all picked yourself, and I went against the crowd and lost again. I got closer.
DeMarco Murray, man, he's my MVP. He's back,
He is,
baby.
man.
Looks good.
Here, a nice late round draft pick for you. And you got to be another guy. You got to be pleasantly surprised with Jimmy Graham. He looked like the Jimmy Graham of old on Sunday, so that's got to be big for your roster going forward.
I like seeing his hands, just like he's got that the catchability again, going to the end zone, extending, making these miracle plays.
Yeah, he was,
I'm excited about that.
neck with Gronk being basically unguardable. It was those two guys, you couldn't guard them.
I think Jordan Howard's going to pay off for you down the long run.
Yeah, he looked good.
too. I mean, I don't know if he scored touchdowns, but good.
I like his involvement in the game. I like he got a lot of snaps, and they were using him for passing. So they should just keep Langford on the bench and roll with the hot hand.
Yeah, I agree. And Carrie's team, I mean, she didn't have an awful game. She, her GM moves were pretty good. She played the right guys. She just, like 0 from Goskowski.
What about Andrew Luck? I mean, you called it last week, maybe the most overrated, and I think he proved it minus like 2 minutes in the fourth quarter that he is not the anointed one like he was 2 or 3 years ago.
And that's the thing with Luck. A lot of his time is when they're losing in the fourth quarter. I mean, he has these like great numbers because he always throws for 200 yards in the fourth quarter and a couple touchdowns. So, I mean, I think
he's been bad since the Deflategate. It's like they got cursed after that game.
Yeah.
I'll stick to it. I'll stick to that statement I made a couple weeks ago. I think he's the most overrated player in the NFL.
So Luck is now a garbage time quarterback, is what we're all agreeing with.
Yeah, maybe
he's Bortles. He was basically the same guy as Bortles was.
Yeah.
He's gonna get some good games though.
He'll throw a lot of picks in the first half, and then he'll get like 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I like to give Kerry credit for sniffing out Marvin Jones and Crowell. Crowell is actually, he's up there.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Running back.
And almost 400 yards rushing.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
So P ends up taking that one by 3 points and goes into second place, 3-1. Good job, Pierre. We'll talk about next week later. And then let's just hit Jay and Jamil next. The biggest blowout of the week, man. Jay came through with like 170. Your team just was on fire.
They exploded.
That's
every single one
all over the gridiron.
We all looked like geniuses picking you.
Yeah. The rare instant when
we finally got one right.
I got a guest star here. I got a little cameo. Matty B.
What up, Matty B?
What's up, everyone? Hey,
Matty B.
we out here. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You guys good?
Just show me your bicep real quick, man. Real quick. Just the show, man. For the ladies, dude.
Hey, what's up, though?
There you
Where
go.
are the ladies at? Where are the ladies at? Hey.
Girls gonna be blowing up your Twitter, man. You're gonna be on YouTube.
Down for a joint? All right.
Yes.
I'll come back with the blunt. You want the light off?
Yeah.
Can you blow it through the computer screen so that it comes out to me? Is that a thing? Is there an app for that? But yeah, Jay, man.
He just goes over to Tony's house.
Jay,
I'm not gonna answer. My door's locked.
Jay, your wide receivers, dude. Your wide receivers just crushed it, man. Like,
yeah, and then
wow.
I know Pierre kind of questioned the move to put John Brown in the game because he hadn't been doing.
Did I?
But that one ended up being pretty good. And then I mean, I know I showed some worry in Ezekiel Elliott, but I mean, he's the leading rusher in the NFL now, and he finally got some goal line carries. So I'm
He's
really
just getting better every game.
he's getting better every week. So is the quarterback too, and that only helps him at running back.
Yeah, you would have won with just your wide receivers against Jamil. You almost had 100 just with your wide receivers.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
At every game, but
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Will,
I'll take it.
Will Fuller's looking like rookie of the year, breakout wide receiver. I mean, a guy had a punt return touchdown. Man, waiver wire pickup of the year so far, Will Fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
That was definitely worth the one.
Good pickup.
Well,
What happened to Jamil? What happened? He had a lot of guys on bye. We were talking about it.
Yeah, no Rodgers, no Lacey.
lineup's just not that strong right now. Be right back.
Jerick McKinnon, what do we like about him going forward, or is he going to be kind of unpredictable like Gio Bernard?
I see good pastures ahead for him. I think they're gonna predominantly go to him, as the auto's probably gonna be just goal line back. So I mean, McKinnon's coming out of the backfield catching passes. So down the line, once Bradford gets the hang of the offense a little more, McKinnon's gonna be a big part.
And Bradford's doing a lot of checkdowns. He's really leaning on him because Bradford's not really going down the field much. He's hitting his tight end, Kyle Rudolph, hitting his wide receivers down below, and definitely using his running back to help him out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the easy one. We all picked that one. Finally, we got something right. Like, good job, guys.
Unanimously.
We got one. We're not idiots.
Yeah,
So let's move on to Billy versus Tony. We got both these guys here. This is a thing. This is a good matchup because we got them both on live camera. And I'm just wondering, Billy, like, who did you pick to win this one?
I did pick myself in the end. Although at first I did say I picked Tony, but I was playing around. I did pick myself. I lost. I'd say good game. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, we're all good on that. So good job, Tony.
I think
Your team did put on for you.
The best thing that could have happened.
Well, I think we can all agree you picked.
I can't hear anything that happened right there, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Go again, Tony.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, hey, you picked me to win. I mean, that's how. I mean, we can all agree on that. You know.
Well, I do believe that was my only loss from what Ryan said for my 4-1
Look at the
picks.
bright side. You got to pick win. I mean, your stat goes up. I mean, you got better percentage now since you picked me and I won. So that's gonna help out your record, right?
Yeah, that helps my record out. Thanks.
It was a good match, Billy. Good match.
It was. It also didn't help that you had 48 points from Julio Jones, but
Julio Jones, baby. I know, Ryan, you loved him last year.
Oh, yeah.
He
He's my favorite player. You're just lucky, Billy, that you didn't start Matt Ryan. You would have been like in the doghouse.
Yeah, it would have been that would have been nasty.
I should have.
That would have been nasty, dude.
From here on out, you better.
Yeah.
I will say an underrated aspect of fantasy, which I appreciated Billy at B-Dubs. He kind of knew he was going to lose, but he was still like pumped up. His guys were scoring points, especially in our league where everyone is 2-2. You need those points. So, I mean, it's one thing to just throw away the towel and be like, man, I'm not going to win when Julio's got 48 points. But Billy was still in there, like, you know, rooting for his guys all the way to the end because you know you need those points in our league.
Yeah.
Points matter. He's only 3 points ahead of me. I mean, those points helped him out. Now he's in 4th and I'm in 5th.
Right, yeah. So
same by 3 points.
But in our league, you could be, you know, well, I don't know, 13 games. You could be 5-8 and probably make the playoffs. And so you got to get those points.
You gotta get them. Very important.
Yeah. So me and Pierre both picked Tony to win. I gave Billy. I said that you picked yourself in this stats. So Billy and Jay went with Billy, and Jay predicted that Billy was going to blow out Tony. That was his prediction of the week. That's all right. I predicted. Finally, I got something right. I predicted that Tony would blow out Billy. So
yeah.
It
wasn't the official.
It wasn't the official. I'm still 0-3 on my picks. So yeah. Tony, Billy, what do you guys have anything to say from this loss or win?
It's always fun.
Good match, Billy.
Tony. Yeah, good game,
we'll play again. We're gonna play another time, and hopefully you pick me again, and then I'm gonna win again. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see you next time we play.
That's the last game of the year.
Yeah, that far in the season, Tony.
Week 13.
We might have 14. Some injuries, so I might have some injuries. We'll see.
All
Can't
right.
wait.
All right. So good matchup, you guys. We'll go on to the last matchup of the week, which was kind of like a sleeper, a snoozer. We weren't watching it at all. We didn't care what happened in this with Steve and Christina. You know, nothing really important happened there. Steve won. Jay and Billy picked Steve. Me and Pierre. Oh wait. Me and Pierre picked.
I think I picked
Christina. Me and Pierre picked Christina. Yeah. So good job, Jay and Billy. So what exactly happened in this matchup? It's an interesting matchup. What exactly happened here?
Well, I mean, it took me a little bit to find out. I think it took us when we're all Buffalo Wild Wings until Crabtree caught his first touchdown, and I'm looking at Christina's roster, and I'm like, wait a minute, she's got Crabtree on the bench for a guy who didn't even play in Julius Thomas. And I get it. Julius Thomas had the 6 a.m. game, so maybe she didn't switch the lineup from last week. She didn't pay attention to her team. But then you dig in further. She had Mark Ingram in the lineup last week, 24 points, you would think, okay, that guy's the hot hand. He's the guy in New Orleans. You got to play him. They're playing San Diego, not a good defense. Look, Mark Ingram is on the bench. For who? Orleans Dwarka. From the
I guess the great Minnesota defense.
God bless you.
Man. And then I look further into the league, and you know I like Jameis Winston. He's my favorite player. Interceptions. He turns the ball over. This week, the Denver defense, who
best defense
for the last 2 years has been the best defense of all time. She has both Tampa and Ryan. What'd you say? Tampa is the 5th worst defense in the NFL.
I have my stats right here. So as of this week, let me see. Denver is actually the number 2 fantasy defense in the league. Tampa Bay is the 5th worst fantasy defense. Okay. I'm not sure what she was thinking there, but we'll give her that one. It's a defense. Nobody cares. Crabtree now is the number 4 wide receiver in fantasy, the number 5 ranked fantasy player overall on the bench, not in the flex. Like you could flex him over Julius Thomas. Like that's kind of weird. And then Ingram is her very best running back. It's her best running back that she has. So why he's on the bench, it's up to speculation, but we'll take note of that. And,
Mark Ingram was their 2nd round pick. Also was the one who won her the game against Jamil last week. That was kind of odd. And Tampa Bay being picked up right before 10 o'clock and added as the starter is also another questionable thing.
Yeah.
So we have the commissioner here. If there is collusion, if something happened, Billy, if we get one of them to admit where Christina took a bribe from Steve, or maybe they're going to do a trade in the future for her line up a little bit. What is the penalty? Is the penalty this season or is the penalty next season, Billy? I mean, we need to get some answers here.
Well, we are a league, so I will put it to a vote whether I lock a team. That can be done. I can control and lock a team, and no one can change the roster for the rest of the year. So, I mean, I will put it to a vote if it is, if we do find out that if something like that did occur, it's going to be a league vote. And, I mean, we'll put some suggestions in the air. And, next year's next year. Yeah, we could revoke certain things. So.
Another interesting thing that I've seen is Christina happens to have Tom Brady on her bench here. Tom Brady's been going through some stuff.
She started him.
Steve has right now. He's starting Hoyer this week. He's got Carson Palmer that's looking shitty. We'll be surprised if Brady ends up on Steve's team at some point.
Carson Palmer is he already picked up Brian Hoyer for that.
Right, and that's not really a starting quarterback that in a fantasy league that you really want for a defending champion like Steve is.
I think we're going to have to get one of the two on next week to address these rumors. We can look in their eyes and see if
allegations.
It's all speculation.
They do work together.
Could very well. It could very well be. It could be mistakes. However, in the 5 or 6 years I've played in the SFL, that GM job was the worst GM job I've ever seen. And a lot of coincidence in that GM job is all I'm saying.
That GM should be fired.
Does Stephon Diggs get dropped to waivers for Cordarrelle Patterson and magically appear with the number 1 waiver on a different team?
Right.
That's a good question.
It's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories.
Well, we went over it. We said our piece from, the 5 of us here. What we saw. Jay sniffed it out. He texted me during the games and he said it, so I didn't even see it, but it definitely something smells fishy, I would say. So we'll move on from there. I think we've said our piece, and we can go on to the waiver wire pickups for this week here. Did we see anything substantial that's going to be a game changer from the waiver wires this week?
How do you think about Terrence West after the Redskins got shredded by Crowell?
Yeah,
I think that was
at 7 on the wire. I'm going to start him this week, but I mean, if Dixon comes back, Dixon's probably going to be there because he's young. I mean, it could be just a stopgap for a couple of weeks with West. Oh, Kerry got Carson Wentz. Huh?
Harbaugh declined to say if Terrence West will be the featured back.
I heard that. I say he's going to run with a hot hand. Huh?
Does Carson Wentz continue his surprise rookie season, or does he run into some obstacles in Detroit?
I mean, he looks the part, I'll tell you that. And I mean, Detroit is not exactly a fearsome defense to go against. I think he'll continue it this week. I mean, he'll run into rookie issues down the line like every rookie does, but that guy looks good.
And he had a bye week, so he's got an extra week to prepare. So
yeah, he looks sharp.
But he's got Minnesota in a few weeks, so that might be his downfall.
He's going to have a good game against Detroit. We're banged up. Linebackers are hurt. There's only one good cover DB there. Anza's out. There's not going to be a pass rush, so I'm expecting a high score from the Eagles against my Lions this week. So.
Is that a mistake to sit Andrew Luck versus the Bears at home?
I think it's a toss-up between either of the quarterbacks at this point. Like Luck against the Bears could pick apart the Bears. Carson Wentz could probably pick apart the Lions, especially since Jim Schwartz is our old head coach and is now the D coordinator there. So that could be a little bit of a pride game for the Eagles.
Anything else? Any other significant signings?
Is Gronk injured, or does Martellus Bennett have a big game versus Cleveland?
Tom Brady's back, so I think him and Gronk are gonna connect for a couple of touchdowns. They're gonna get right back into it. So I think he's gonna score a lot of touchdowns. He's gonna come back strong.
He's hurt more than we know, but I mean he hasn't looked like himself. But again, he hasn't had the quarterback, so we'll find out this week, right?
Yeah.
He did make that comment that he plays real football, not fantasy. So people like me bitching at him, he doesn't care about. So
I'm pretty sure Gronk doesn't care about you at all.
No, I know.
He said people yell at him when he goes inside a grocery store. He said people are yelling at him. Score some points.
In the press conference, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching the SFL, and Billy's upset about my comment. I'm sorry." All right, cool. I think that's good, right? Should we just go right into week 5?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Tony, since you're here, man, we'll go right off with you. You're playing Christina. Right. Christina, she got 82 points last week, so you shouldn't be scared to play this player. You should be very happy to play her.
Yeah.
She's got 82 points left.
With Christina, Tony this week to alter her lineup.
Yeah, well, she did put Tom Brady. She did have him on the bench, so she is starting him.
Crabtree's in too.
Against Cleveland.
Against Cleveland.
Tom Brady.
Orleans Darkwa.
We'll see how he does.
Gonna blow up.
I mean, he said he's mad. He's gonna come out playing, so we'll see how much he plays.
Wouldn't surprise if Odell Beckham has a big game too. After all the talk about how he might get bent, how he's overrated, he's a crybaby. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and has a big game either.
Yeah, I can see him having a big game. We'll see, man. What else? You got Reddick. Reddick's also. We'll see how they play. How he does. But yeah, I like my team. I'm gonna go with Matt Ryan. I know they're playing against Denver D. But
that's rough.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's in Mile High too. Yeah.
You think Terrell Pryor is the real deal, or is this kind of just like a fluky run of games?
Like we were talking about it, Pierre, with Waz. I do. I think he's a stud. I mean, he looks like physically, he looks like Julio Jones out there. He looks bigger than every other wide receiver and every other cornerback. He looks like the real deal. I mean, and he doesn't even have a quarterback thrown to him. I think that was one of the best pickups of the year, Tony. That was a great pickup, man. Pryor, I think he's got a strong future.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. He's got
especially with Gordon suspended and not coming back. Like, man, that's good for him. That was really, really solid.
Yeah, I'm happy with that pickup.
It's a tough matchup. Are we doing predictions yet?
My video. See yourself? You are right there. Yeah, we're doing predictions. I'm predicting Christina upset over Tony. Sorry, you're
Wait,
playing Atlanta. Or are you playing Denver? Denver, man, they can make Matt Ryan and Julio Jones look.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one, man.
We'll see.
Brady's first game back, he's gonna have 40. He's gonna have 40. All right, so Jay and me got Christina. What do you think, Tony? You got yourself?
Yeah, I got myself. Well, I'm favored here, so we'll see.
I'm saying upset.
Christina doesn't have a kicker right now. Her kicker's on bye, so she's gonna have to drop him and pick him up. So I don't think that decides a game, but her matchups are a little bit. Well, Brady's gonna go off, but everyone else seems to have tougher matchups than most. I'm probably gonna go with Tony, even though they're playing the Denver.
All right, Billy.
Billy picks
I think
his rivals.
I'll be the contrarian here because I don't like Christina's running backs.
It's gonna be a tie.
If
We have
Matt
5.
Ryan and Julio Jones even do just like half of what they normally do, it could be enough. And then you guys said Verrett is out in San Diego, so I mean Amari could finally have that big game.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper is not who we thought he was. Crabtree's the guy there.
So we got
So, Pierre,
three
you're going with Tony?
Yeah, I'll roll with Tony in this one.
And Tony's going with Tony. All right, cool. All right, so we'll move on to the next one, which is we'll go Billy and Carrie. Billy, since you're here. You're both projected at 141 before tonight's game. There's a little bit of changes.
Right now I'm projected 154. She's projected 144.
Yeah, that's unfair because we got to see tonight's stuff.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald had 26.
I said really good games so far.
All right, so what do we think was going to happen in this matchup? 2-2 teams. All right, Carrie's 1-3. Billy's 2-2.
New England surprisingly has given up out of 4 games 300-yard rushers, so Crowell could continue to have his kind of breakout season. And then she's got some pretty good matchups over there with her wide receivers and things. She's got some good matchups. Billy, Lamar Miller, so scary.
Quarterbacks are playing each other, so quarterback performance will be a huge factor here. If Gronk actually plays with Brady, his buddy coming back, that's going to be another big factor. What do you expect from Gronk, Billy? And Brady's
I expect him not to be a decoy. I expect him to at least catch something in the goal line area, or expect him to do his normal catching the ball midfield and running people over and scoring a touchdown. It's going to be all short goal lines. I probably think he's going to get probably like five for like 50, maybe a touchdown. Just good enough. I mean, that's better than nothing. I haven't gotten anything from him all year.
Yeah, he has 2 points for the whole year.
Yeah.
All right, who do we think is going to take this one? This is the closest matchup of the week. This one's really tough. I couldn't decide earlier. This is a tough one.
I'm gonna lean with Carrie here just because I like her running back situation better. I think Matt Jones isn't gonna do what he did last week, and I think Lamar Miller's gonna have a really tough time going against the Vikings defense. I think it's gonna be the closest game of the week. Billy could win it, but I'm gonna give her the slight edge. Carrie in a 3-1.
I think Carson Wentz, he's playing really, really good. But, I like Stafford, and Stafford's home. He's at home. And I think he's going to have a good game. I could see him having a good game at home. Last year, they put up points. So, Marvin Jones is playing good. So, coming out big. And, if Gronk can come out and score some points too, I think that's going to be the X factor right there, Gronk. So, I can see Billy winning this.
Thanks, Tony.
All right. 1-1. Pierre, what do you think?
I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks. Whoever wins between Wentz and Stafford will take it. So whoever quarterback prevails fantasy-wise on Sunday is going to take this game.
Which one of those guys do you think is going to have a bigger game?
Carson Wentz.
He's got an extra week to prepare.
Sometimes that extra week, that day off, kind of throws you off your game. You know, you came out those first 3 weeks, hot, and then that extra, the momentum maybe is gone. So
that's a good
look
point.
at the score right now, John. Like putting it little by little. So I mean, it might come down to them too. They're like 26 and 25 right now.
Yeah, David just got another long one.
This is an in-game. This is an update in-game. I need to refresh my screen because I got the score. This is in-game analysis right here.
Pierre, you're going
26-25.
Yeah, it's like a 40th of a point.
You going carry Pierre?
Yeah.
All right. And Billy, I'm assuming you're going through yourself. So I
am going for myself.
There you go, Billy. There you go.
And I'm going to go with carry based on the Wentz week off, extra week to prepare, and then the stat that Jay told us about New England's defense as far as giving up rushing yards. I think Crowell's going to have another big game, so I'm going to go with carry as well. So I'll write it down there.
I think Stafford's going to have a big game at home, coming off a bad game last week. So that's just my opinion, but
of course, because you're a Lions fan and Stafford's your favorite. Of course you're gonna say that.
But he's had a bad game, a good game, bad game, good game. He's been teetering like that. So
little subjective opinion, but it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to let's go Lou versus Jay. Lou versus Jay. Jay had a big point score with 171 last week.
I definitely have harder matchups this week for sure, especially at the wide receiver spot with Will Fuller going up against the Vikings. But I like my matchups. I kind of lucked out with my quarterback situation with Cam Newton and Jameis because we probably won't know until Sunday if Cam's going to be ready to go. But thankfully, I have both quarterbacks in that game, so I can kind of just plug Winston in if he's.
Go Winston at home, bro. That's your favorite player.
Yeah, but their defense is terrible, so I got to go with Cam if Cam's healthy. But I have no problem going with Winston against that defense. Matt Ryan just had 500 against them, so either way, I'm confident at quarterback. I think AJ. Sorry, Ryan, but I think AJ could torch the Dallas secondary. Again.
It's no sorry. The Dallas defense sucks. I know the Dallas defense sucks. I don't care.
A bit of a tough matchup, Bulls. But Lou doesn't have the greatest matchups either, so.
So you're going with yourself, Jay? Picking yourself?
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, especially seeing that Carlos Hyde has 20 points already.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Fair, man.
Carlos Hyde, he's got 20 points already.
That's cheating a little bit. It's okay. Yeah. That's a nice score from him. Good job.
Yeah.
I just Brown too. Thank God he didn't do anything today.
Hey, nice move sitting Brown, huh? 3.35.
Right before I made that switch. Right before.
Genius, dude. All right, Billy, who do you think is going to take this one?
I'm going to go with Jay on this. Not just because Carlos Hyde's up 20 right now, but I think his team's going to put on a little bit better than – it's a different week. Roethlisberger's not going to throw for 45 points this week. So I do believe that Jay's got the upper hand on this. Let's see.
He only scored like 116, and he had 42 from Roethlisberger. So.
Mm-hmm.
Tony?
I think this is going to be my upset of the week. I kind of like Lou's team right here. I think Gurley is going to go off on Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo's defense is okay, but they haven't been consistent. And I think Gurley can have a big week right here. And And then C.J. Anderson, same thing at home against the Falcons. I mean, same thing. Falcons defense ain't that great. So I could see Lou getting a lot of points from his running backs here. And it's going to be my upset right here. I'm going to go with Lou.
Okay, do you have any sort of like hit me up shit of the week or talk? Like
my upset of the week right here. My upset of the week. If it wins, come hit me up for more picks right here. This is it.
All right, awesome. Pierre, what do you think, man?
They both have good matchups. Roethlisberger, the Jets have been getting shredded lately, so.
God damn it.
I think if Cam plays, then Jay's going to win here.
Johnson, another touchdown.
So I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go with a slight edge to Jay.
Projections are changing.
Give
All right, you
me
going Jay Pierre?
the P. Give me the P prediction of the week. The over on this one is 300.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh. Okay.
There.
Key prediction of the week, over 300. Okay, and I'm the same. If Newton plays, they've been talking trash on this guy. Carolina got beat down hard. I think the Carolina Panthers are going to come back. Monday Night Football, it's going to be a lot of media involved, and Cam is just like, I feel bad for him, but I feel like the Carolina Panthers are going to come back in a big way this week. Their defense and Cam Newton. You pair that again with AJ Green against Dallas. Dallas sucks at home. And Jordan Matthews against Detroit. I think Jay's top 3 players alone will get, about 80 points. So I'm going with Jay on this one.
Hope you're right.
So we're all going with Jay, and Tony's putting this as the hit me up hit me up of the week. Special.
Hit me up upset of the week.
The Tupac prediction of the week. All right, cool. So let's move on to we got Jamil versus Steve. It's an interesting matchup. This matchup actually involves a change of a name. Jamil changed his name to Collusion Stoppers. I don't know what that means. I'm not quite sure what he's implying there at all.
Look at him.
We'll have to get Jamil on the phone and find out what he's really, because I'm not sure. What is collusion? What's a collusion? I don't know. All right, so Collusion Stoppers, Jamil versus Steve. Let's get right into it. What's gonna happen here?
This is bad. My guys are out.
I'm taking put it down right now. That's my pick of the week. I don't have to get into karma from last week. It serves itself. The Collusion Stoppers, big.
All right.
I gotta agree with that. Same thing. It's always just gonna come back on you. Plus, I like Jamel's team. He looks good this week too. His favorite. Going with Jay, Jamel B.
All right. Pierre, what do you think?
Give me Jamil, Aaron Rodgers, 40 points on Sunday Night Football versus the Giants. He's gonna explode all over Lambeau.
Billy?
Clean sweep. I'm going with Jamil. Steve's dumpster fire of a team is going to go to 1-4 this week. So
there's no bias involved in this picks for
not at all
whatsoever.
I wonder what he's going to change his name to.
Dumpster fire.
Karma's a bitch. Yeah, I'm going with Billy or Jamil just based on the fact that Brian Hoyer is in a lineup in this league. That makes me sick. What has happened? It's gotten that bad?
Oh, yeah. What's the starting percentage on him?
So bad. I would literally get rid of everyone on his team but Antonio Brown. It's the only guy that I would want on my team.
I like Hoyer, man. He's a scrappy
like
little
Hoyer?
guy, dude. Yeah, man.
I know.
He seems like a regular guy that you would see at like Walmart in front of you with like cute little wife and the baby and shit. He drives his truck.
No,
People.
for sure. But like all of his receivers are gone. Well, he's got Jordan Howard is basically the best offensive player on that team right now. Jeffrey is questionable. Indianapolis does suck, but
White's an IR.
If his name was Ryan Hoyer, I'd be like, yeah, I love this guy. But it's Brian, so fuck that guy. All right, so we're all going with collusion stoppers. We all pick collusion stoppers, all five of us.
Collusion stoppers.
It's a clean
Auto insurance.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. For sure. Okay, and so this is kind of like the next matchup is if it was like the Sunday Night Football game or the Monday Night Football game, it'd be like America's game of the week. Number one versus number two, both 3-1. Both guys here on the SFL. Pierre versus Ryan.
Both high projection.
What will happen?
Batman versus Superman.
Captain America versus who are you? Are you
Blaine
Superman?
Gabbert versus Drew Stanton.
Yes.
Right. Who's
What's going to happen?
Bryce Butler, wide receiver, Dallas.
Oh, that's what.
This
so
is
you're
always the
Eddie
great
Roy?
though. We
No,
have the
get it.
same record. We're 1-2. We're like the most prolific championship winning teams in the league, facing off against each other.
It always
Hot
happens.
teams, man. It's hot.
It's gonna get dirty.
I see Ryan is rolling with that double tight end flex this week.
That's unless Eddie Rowe can play. I'm keeping an eye on that. And then also, Tevin Coleman has sickle cell or some shit, and so he can't play in high altitudes. So, man,
That's
I might flex him, but I don't know what. I'm afraid he might have to get his spleen taken out in the middle of the game.
Put him in.
It's happened before.
Oh no, that happened with Ike Taylor a long time ago. He didn't even travel
Yeah.
with the team.
Yeah, right.
I'm afraid of a spleen takeout here.
Man, I'm liking.
I like
their
I
matchup.
like Cousins.
Oh, is that right? Against Baltimore?
I like Carr against San Diego.
Yeah.
I like
I
Carr, same
love Cousins versus Baltimore.
I like that Russell
That's gonna be a
Wilson.
good
That Russell Wilson Jimmy Graham stack looks really good this week.
Jimmy Graham.
All right, what's
Put
going to
him in
happen?
just to be a jerk.
What's going to happen here, fellas?
Same thing. Quarterbacks playing each other, so it could come down to quarterback. Same thing at home. Philip Rivers against David Carr, but I kind of like Carr here at home, but P's receivers are hot, man. I think Jordy Nelson is gonna go off. I think Demaryius Thomas is gonna have a good game at home, and DeMarco Murray, man. DeMarco Murray's been money for P, so. I'm gonna roll with P here, man. I'm gonna go with P.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is a really good matchup, really close. I think the only thing that is making me lean towards Pierre is the Bryce Butler and the Hunter. I think if you had Tevin Coleman as your flex, and then if Eddie Royal was healthy and could take off that other receiver spot, I'd probably pick you. But with their health in question, I'm gonna stick with Pierre here. I think those two spots is gonna make the difference.
Okay. She goes with P. Billy, what are you thinking, man? Or Parker, who do you think's gonna win this one? You think it's gonna be Uncle Pierre or Uncle Ryan?
Just guess one.
Which picture looks cooler?
Which name do you like better, Ryan or Pierre?
Yeah, which one?
You guys are awful.
Which one?
What's your favorite color? I got green on.
You just
No, pick the logo. Pick the picture from the matchup.
Next one. You pick Pierre.
Yes, the man knows his stuff.
Come on, man. Why you do me like that, Parker?
He's gonna be the most accurate fantasy analyst of Week 5.
He goes undefeated.
He's taking over Billy's spot as the Oracle, the fantasy Oracle.
Billy is
Right.
Spoons.
Ryan, I do like Carr, Gordon, and Bell's matchups. Well, actually, not really Bell's matchup. That's kind of tough against the Jets run D. I do like Gordon and Carr for sure. Hunter Henry could get a lot of points since Antonio Gates isn't there. I think Rivers is going to fucking throw all over that shitty Oakland defense, regardless if it's in the Coliseum or not. Oh, sorry, that crap defense. Jordy's going to have a good game. Demaryius is going to have a good game. DeAndre might not. Minnesota is a tough D, especially at home. DeMarco's going to have a good game, and Howard's going to have a good game. I think it's going to be UP. Sorry, Ryan, but based on the matchups, I think P is going to win it.
It's all good, man. It's all good. And then Pierre, what do you think, man?
I pick myself to win.
You pick yourself to win.
What? You're not gonna pick Ryan?
Get him.
All right, so I'll write it down,
Yeah.
Pierre. All right, and so I'm just gonna say it here. You guys all pick Pierre. I know I'm in this matchup, but I'm gonna say it right here. This is my Flutie Magic prediction of the week. Right here, live on SFL. Parker's a witness. I picked Pierre to beat me. This is my Flutie Magic prediction of the week.
Why would you do
Pierre's
that?
gonna beat me. Pierre's gonna beat me. I'm going down.
Against me, dude.
Flutie Magic prediction / jinx of the week. I picked Pierre over Ryan.
Wait, bro, you take it back. You take it back.
I'm not taking it back. DeAndre Hopkins, well, he's playing Minnesota, but he didn't do anything. But Demaryius Thomas could go big against Atlanta. Nelson could go big against the Giants. Rivers is going to throw it up. DeMarco Murray.
See, now it's going to be an upset if I lose. It's like this big thing, you know. It's too overwhelming.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a quick, clean sweep right there.
Yeah, we all picked Pierre.
Second
And
clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
5-0.
I'll take it.
/ jinx. / jinx. Jinx of the week.
Break the streak. That'll show real strength.
You know what? The jinx is real if you believe it's real.
I believe it's real this week. I expect to lose. All right. We did it. We've been through everything. That's all it is. It's a lot to talk about, guys.
Best episode of SFL for sure.
Yeah. Parker climbing all over your back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so
can we get a couple more Parker picks from the matchups? Just have him pick one.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Let's get the Parker picks and close the show with that.
Parker, do you think that Christina gave Steve a win this last week, or?
Of course.
Look in their eyes. Children can see into their eyes.
Tell us who's evil, Parker.
Yes.
Pick one. Okay, he picked me.
Oh, surprising.
In my team, it was just a football helmet versus a guy. Versus a guy in a hat. Oh, I forgot you can read now.
You better pick Megatron.
Right, go. Here's the Megatron versus Care Bears. Let's see what he picks here. All right, which one do you like in this one?
You got to go with the Transformer.
Transformer gets it.
Yeah,
Of course, the Transformer.
He's gonna pick the Care Bear there.
Yep.
We got.
Should we do
about the
Parker?
Asian guy with his shirt off cartoon?
Should we do the Parker picks? Parker picks? What do we got here? Parker picks. So he picked Care Bears.
No, I picked Megatron.
Not only will this be the highest rated SFL, it'll also be the cutest SFL live ever.
Yeah, Parker's definitely the best looking out of all of us.
Yeah.
So Parker picked Billy. He picked his dad, of course.
Pick P.
He picked
P.
P.
Christina. All right.
What are we on the last one?
Parker picks of the week.
Collusion stoppers versus 3 donuts.
Don't say donuts. Kids love donuts.
Yeah. Actually, these donuts are pretty bad.
They've been rotting in trash cans for weeks.
And he picked Male over Steve.
Yes.
I think that was it, right? That was all 5?
Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Good job. Let's see if you win your games.
Parker, are you going to come back next week to
Do more picks
see
now.
how it went?
Okay.
He goes undefeated.
You're gonna be a genius. You're gonna be giving them like the Orleans lines for football every Sunday.
All right. Is that it, guys? Is that it? Is that all we got?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
All right, man. That's it for SFL Live Week 5. We broke down last week's matchups. We talked about some of the big-time waiver picks, and we broke down extensively the week coming up. There's a lot of big games coming up, and there's going to be a lot to talk about. We'd like to thank Billy, of course, for showing up again. Transformer. Big J.
That's dead.
Big J coming through again. And hey, Parker, I want to thank Parker for being here.
Yeah.
Parker, say what's up. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Parker. We'll see how your picks go, dude. I'm sure they're going to be awesome. And we got Tony for the first time rocking a Charger hat.
Good job today, Tony.
Hit me up coming through. Thanks for coming in, man. And then, of course, as always Big P in the house with the Laker hat.
Ryan. That's me. I am the captain now.
What? Yeah. All right. I don't know what that means. I don't watch Star Wars. But all right, that's going to do us. We're going to wrap it up for week 5 in the SFL. And then roll the exit credits. Some like cool hip hop song or some like Raekwon from Wu-Tang. And just roll it.
Only bill for Cuban links.
Yeah. Canal Street. Canal
Dab on
Street.
him, Parker.
All right. Signing out.
Good dab.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, he's not gonna do what he should.